like that.
I know. We can't lie. It's so much fun. It is. It's rich and good and hard and messy and ugly and pretty. Hi, my name is Holly, and I have been homeschooling for 25 years and also have been with Heritage Christian School for 25 years. And we have been blessed with 12 children. And I am here to talk to you about overcoming obstacles in homeschooling. And one of the things I want to start with is anything worth value does come at a cost. So I just want to encourage you that there will be obstacles because what you're doing is so incredibly important and has such value. So starting with that though is that we need to have a vision for why we're doing what we're doing. That is really important. So whether it's a vision or a calling or just a deep understanding that this would be really good for your child, it's important to have that and have the bigger picture in mind so we don't get bogged down in the little stuff. We can be our greatest, our own greatest obstacle. We can be our greatest enemy, actually, when it comes to homeschooling. Our shortcomings can seem to be magnified, which was what I was feeling was the case with me. I'm not super organized. I don't have a degree. I wondered if I was going to be patient enough. What was my extended family going to think? I just had a lot of things that I felt like I was disqualified me from homeschooling. And yet, those very obstacles, those things in me that were challenging, ended up being something good that my children learned from and that I grew from as well. Like the Lord wanted to bring those to the surface so that I could grow, but also so my children could learn how to grow in their own lives. And some of the things we saw in our children from my own shortcomings is they saw my dependence on God and it helped them have an understanding of their own dependence on God. Also, I had to be incredibly humble with my kids and ask for forgiveness many times for my shortcomings and even ask for them to pray for me. And we saw that our kids had learned humility and learned that they also needed to ask for help and ask for forgiveness. Also with how to stand strong when we had a vision for something and how to persevere through the hard times when we knew there was a greater picture and a bigger calling. And so we saw that our children learned that through the years when they came up against obstacles or when they had a vision that was difficult for them to walk through, that we were able to walk through this together. So what I initially felt disqualified me, actually the Lord used for something good in my life and also my children. When the unthinkable happens in your life, when life truly falls apart, when you have tragedy, terminal illness, maybe the loss of a job, divorce, those things that are life changers, that really mark our life. And for us and our family, we experienced the tragedy of losing one of our sons, and also our granddaughter having a terminal illness. And both those things brought our world to a halt. And I was not sure that we could go on homeschooling through that. But some of the things that our children learned was that life can stop, that we can pause. And with homeschooling, we had the ability to rest and to pause and to wait on the Lord. My children learned how to walk through grief and to see their parents walk through grief. They learned deep compassion. One key important thing was we were able to ask the hard questions of our faith. What do we still believe? Really be able to walk our kids through some hard questions. And obviously homeschooling looked very different at this time. For a season it stopped. And then when it started up again, it even looked different. And that has been the beauty of homeschooling for us during this season, that we are able to take the extra time we need to finish up or to pause and go back to things that we were working on. During an incredibly difficult time of this season, one of our young sons said to us, why do we have to do this hard thing? Why do we have to do this? And I said to him, because we do what is right and we do the hard thing, but we do it together. And I felt like that summed up our homeschooling life, that we have had to do some very hard things, but we did do them together. And we did what was right because we had the vision that Christ had given us to do it. So I just encourage you to press on, dear ones.